subscribe or you'll never get the kit you want. Alrighty, what is quacking, everyone? We got ourselves a new trailer. So hyped for the new trailer right now. Yesterday I put out a video talking about, the new weapons and kits that I wanted. And you know what? I just want to say right now, I was right about half of them. I was right about half the weapons in here. Okay, we got E-Leader, we got Explo, we got Flingza, Squiffer, Dreadwrangler, and Gal. 6 new kits for those weapons, and I was correct about them. Because I'm just goated, it wasn't really. Honestly, it wasn't really that hard to be correct about them because there were very few weapons that are missing another kit. But we got ourselves a new Brella in this, which is hype. I didn't think they would add a new Brella. That's kind of like I didn't think like Brella. I guess makes sense. But also we got ourselves a new Dualies, which I don't think makes sense because Galuga's doesn't even have a second kit yet. So unless, they're hiding Galugas from us in this, because there's definitely, there's only 8 weapons here that we're seeing. So there could be more weapons to come. So Galugas could still get a second kit. There could be, more weapons. It's not just going to be 8. But we also got ourselves a new Salmon Run map, which looks pretty cool. I don't know how I feel about the Great Rail thing. It looks fun though. Looks pretty hectic. Looks really hectic for luring and stuff. But we also got ourselves a new Splatfest thing. We throw balls at each other. We just throw balls and they explode, and that looks amazing. That looks fun. This is what we need for Splatfest. This is what we need. This is what we've been crying out for so long. Like, yeah, it's not the ranked game modes we want, but finally something more to Splatfest. And then we got ourselves Side Order, just a little bit of Side Order. They also put out a whole new trailer. Side Order's just, this is good for those people, those Agent 3s who want to make their Side Order fan fictions with, Pearl and everybody. Can't wait to play this. It looks really fun too. Can't wait to play it without getting hit. I did the main story without getting hit, so can't wait to do this without getting hit and cry a lot, because it looks like it's going to be a little bit more challenging than just trying to cheese a level. But we got ourselves a new trailer, new things, and I'm just so excited for this. Excited for these new weapons too, especially Gal, because Gal is just so comp viable. Like, it's such a good weapon. Wall is his best in slot, sub. But, it having other things, so exciting. So I'm gonna analyze and look at some things here. So already right off the bat, we get ourselves a nice taste of the triple splashdown coming out from the Explo, which that's awesome. Explo with splashdown. I didn't think Explo would get splashdown. I didn't think so, but Explo getting splashdown, cool. I wanted it to get some other things, but I think Explo getting splashdown, pretty solid. It's probably gonna be very fun. It's probably gonna be a more aggressive Explo for sure. So after that, we see everyone. They did a really good job at not throwing out any subs. There's only 3 subs, I believe, that we see in this, and the ink tank lines are very sketchy for me. It could be just a me thing, but the ink tank lines look very sketchy to me. So we see the Explo, we see its ink tank line, but they do end up showing its sub. It gets splash wall, spoiler alert. But here's the first real ink tank we get to see is the Brella, and it looks like it has angle shooter, burst bomb, or point sensor. I'm hoping for angle shooter, just because I don't know what I've been on lately, but the angle shooter combos are so good. They're so solid. The reward for hitting that angle shooter is just so chef's kiss. It's because angle shooter is just a skill shot. You just throw it out and hit them, and then you hit your shot, or you hit your shot and then you hit them. So good. It's so rewarding. So I'm hoping this Brella gets an angle shooter, because that's gonna make it so fun to play. But burst bomb or point sensor, whatever, still didn't expect for us to get another Brella, subtype, but I guess it makes sense. They're really putting in new subtypes of weapons for these other classes to flesh them out a little bit more. So that's very cool. And then here we got Gal. We see Gal's back, and Gal looks like it is at 70%. That looks like 70% or 65 to me. So right here, all I'm thinking right now is like Suction Bomb, Splat Bomb. Gal has a lethal, and the fact that Gal has a lethal, ooh, man, Gal having a lethal. I just don't think they care too much. I just, like, part of me is like, man, they're like, part of me is like, they're a little careful with their weapons. They don't want things to be too broken, but Gal with a lethal, and then imagine it getting just a very solid special. Like, if it gets Splat Color Wall, then I'm going to be like, okay, thanks for the lethal, I guess. Like, no one's throwing out Splat Color Wall. Like, I'm holding on the Splat Color Wall forever, or I'm just like point blanking Splat Color Wall at the floor just to like get that instant like blind. But man, Gal with a lethal, ooh, the Gal is probably coming out for me. 52 is already solid, but it's still great. And then here we got the dualies. The dualies looks like it's at like like a 60 to 65 ish, maybe, yeah, it looks like it's at 60. So sprinkler or wall, something like that. I don't think it's gonna get sprinkler though, just because Light Tetris has it. So I'm thinking something like Miss, Mine, or Fizzy, one of those. Hoping it's Fizzy, but I definitely probably see it getting Missed or Mine. This is probably gonna be dead on arrival if you really think about it. I just don't know what like sub would be good for it, which kind of sucks. Like these look cool, but like again, like Mine and Mist are kind of mid, or just like I don't like mines at all. Like that's a personal preference for me. Like I probably won't be using these dualies if they have mine. Like I just don't like mines, and like we rarely see mines as it is. Like the only mines we're really seeing are from like leaders, so it's just like, besides that, it's like no one is using mines. Like everyone avoids mine weapons like the plague. So I don't know, like it depends on like the special, I guess. If it gets a really solid special, then like I could see people using this dualies a lot. They'll just be like, oh, its sub sucks, but it has a great special. Maybe it gets Trizuka, Trizuka scare. But yeah, dualies are also just dualies as well. Hopefully they're gonna be fun. Hopefully it's a good sub. Praying for the good sub. But you just never know. You want something good, and just I think maybe they know that they need to deliver with subs to like actually make people want to play their weapons, because like even with like subs and specials, because like honestly, like Splat Color Wall is like very underwhelming, and it just came out. Like obviously there was like the Color Wall controversy, people aren't playing it due to like health reasons and stuff, but like besides like that, like if you're playing it in a setting where it's just like, oh, like people are using it, Splat Color Wall is like so underwhelming. Like Foil Squeeze would be so much better if it had anything else that wasn't Splat Color Wall. Like it's a great weapon. It has a lethal. You can pop Rainmaker Shield. Like Autobomb is fantastic with it. It's just like it's special. It's just whatever. Like it's garbage. And it's the same thing with Umbrella too. Like, it has Fizzy, but it's like, okay, that's cool. Like that's fun. Like the Fizzy Brella combo, great. But then it has Wall, and it's like, all right, like what am I doing with this Wall? But anyways, E-Leader beacons. E-Leader has beacons, which is kind of unfortunate for the Burst Bomb Kraken believers. I was believing with you. I really was. I was there believing with you, but unfortunately, leader has beacons. Sadly, like it looks like a 75% that looks like it has beacons, which I guess is fine to a degree. Like the beacons are going to be helpful for them. When E-leaders are moving positions, they'll be able to just like put beacons down as they're moving. It'll still be good. But here we see the X-Blow just like behind this wall over here. So X-Blow's got Wall and Splashdown. That is the kit for X-Blow. Wall and Splashdown. I think that's gonna be pretty good, because it's gonna stop X-Blow from getting sniped. As we see here, the E-leader's like, oh, there's a wall, can't do that. It gives it time to back up from Trizuka. So if a Zuka comes out to try and pressure the X-Blow, it can't. So X-Blow's gonna be able to survive with the wall up. And then also stuff like Crab and just like other weapons, like a Squeezer, for example, just trying to pressure the X-Blow, things like that, Jet Squelcher. So I think that's very solid. Splatanas as well, Stampers. So I think the wall is going to be pretty good for the X-Blow. E-Leader getting that snipe. And then here we have the Suction Bomb with the Flingza. Thank Jeebus that we got that for Flingza. Maybe Flingza, like I said it yesterday, you know, Flingza just needs a lethal. Give it that Suction Bomb back. Now it just needs a good special. Just needs a good special. Give it Crab. You know, give it a Crab. That's an option. Give it Tri-Strike. You know, give it something. Just make Flingza good again. So that way the Flingza lovers can come out of their hidey hole, because have you talked to a Flingza lover recently? Those S2 Flingza Suck Bomb missile lovers? Oh man, they're depressed. They're sad. So hopefully this gives them some rejuvenation. And here we have the Squiffer as well. Like, this looks like it's at 60% as well. So, you know, probably, or like, it looks like the 55-60 mark. It's hard to see. So maybe like an Autobomb Squiffer, but hopefully it's something more along the lines of like Fizzy Mist or something like that. Hopefully a lethal, maybe, hopefully. Just want Squiffer to be good. Just want Squiffer to be good again, you know. Give it like Torp, Inkjet, fine. I'm okay with that. That's fine. You know, Torp, Inkjet. I feel like Squiffer, if I'm being honest, might get Wall. Like, I just have a hunch now. Like, it just might get Wall. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but it's a possibility. So yeah, those are what I really noticed on the weapons. In a little bit, the Ringler does come up in the Splatfest thing. So it's like they're like really trying to, like, they really keep the Ringler out. Like, you can see it. That looks like 16% as well. I think Ringler's gonna have Mr. Mime though, because it is 90 damage if you hit both sloshes. I doubt they're gonna give it, like, you know, I want it to have like a torpedo perhaps, or even like a curling bomb, but I just don't think it's gonna get one of those. You know, maybe Sprinkler. Like, if it hits that 90 and you get, like, the Sprinkler kills are gonna be amazing, but I just think it's gonna get Mr. Mime, if I'm being honest, which is, you know, unfortunate for the Ringler user, since everyone's using Ringler these days. But hopefully it has a solid special. Like, that's all we can hope for, is a solid special. But those are everything that I noticed. If you noticed something, let me know. But man, I'm just so ready for this new season. Like, none of these weapons apply to me. I'm a shot main, so I got nothing this season, which is fine. You know, I didn't need anything this season anyways. But yeah, it's just so hyped to see all these weapons. You know, this is definitely gonna be the season of like some backlines, because, you know, we had X-Blow, Squiffer, and E-Leader, which are, you know, basically backlines. You know, Squiffer's plays a little bit more far forward, but, you know, X-Blow, Leader, and Squiffer do play far back. Some backlines right there, some anchors, and there's still other weapons that, you know, obviously they're only showing 8 weapons in here. It is just, you know, it's 4v4, so there's only 8 weapons, but there could be other weapons. You know, we could still get that Hydra. And Galugas could get their second kit as well. I wouldn't be too shocked. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Galugas didn't get a second kit. But also, if they did, like, it'd be fine. Because, again, like, they're still missing a second kit. That's why I think it's kind of weird that they're adding new subclasses. So that does take away. So there might be some weapons not getting second kits this season as well, which is kind of unfortunate. Or they just finally, you know, they just drop everything, because, you know, side order is coming out. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't just drop like a little bit more weapons than normal. Again, like, I definitely feel like we're definitely getting third kits at some point. Like, we still got, like, I think we still, after this season, we got 2 more seasons, so there's gonna be third kits in those. Like, we're getting third kits in those, definitely in 2 seasons. But also, like, I hope there's like 12, 13 weapons in this patch. That would be fantastic. Hopefully it's just not the 10, because I think last patch we just got 10 weapons. They've been slowing down on the weapons, unfortunately. So hopefully we just get like a decent more weapons to, like, kind of like, you know, celebrate, you know, side order. Or maybe like these weapons are in side order. Maybe like there's just going to be unlockable weapons for side order that, you know, they're probably just different skins. Like, these look like different dually skins on screen right now. The bow shows up, the Octo Brush shows up, so maybe they're just different skins without, you know, new kits. But I think that'd be pretty cool if they actually added, like, you know, new kits. See, there's like stampers, so it just looks like new skins of weapons with like weird tech on them, which looks pretty cool. So hopefully we get a little bit more weapons outside of this trailer besides the 8 that we saw. Because like I said, at first when they started releasing these seasons, they had like 13-ish weapons, and now we're at like 10 weapons. I think the last 2 seasons have had 10 weapons. So hopefully it's not just 10. Hopefully we get a little more oomph to the weapon arsenal. But yeah, those are everything that I noticed. All the new gear looks pretty cool as well, except for that stupid cone, that stupid hat that the Exploshers wearing. Like, that looks really stupid. But other than that, like, all this gear looks really nice. Really like the gear. Looks pretty cool. I need to fix my drip though. But anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. I will see you in the next video. Stay hyped for the new season, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.